Guys, we got our asses kicked. The Latino team beat us like 21-3. Astrid, I don't remember the score. It was just a devastation. And nowadays, when your kid loses in a sport, modern day parenting, they say, don't talk about the game. When you get in the car, shut up. When I was a kid, if you lost, they'd come to you right on the field. As you're walking off the field, your parents, hey, why you lose? I was on the bench, I didn't play. Why you did not play? You're the coach, you didn't put me in. Because you showed up late. Mom forgot to pick me up. The boy lost, and we're in the car. All my hopes and dreams of him becoming a professional soccer player were gone. I'm in the car. You're not supposed to talk about it. I'm like, what I just want to know what happened. I just curious. Maybe I should talk to him, see what. Decided to open up the conversation. I go, hey, son, have you thought about playing the cello? Because this soccer shit ain't going to work out for you. That one kid, Rodolfo, scored 10 goals on his own. How do you feel about adopting Rodolfo as a brother? He might be a professional soccer player. And if you play the cello, you better hope the Asians don't show up because they'll kick your ass too. I've seen Yo-Yo Ma, he's very good. You actually discover your kid's talents when you least expect it. I've been saying this. I don't know if you've discovered your kid's talents yet. He's 4, you still have time. When you least expect it, you find out what your kid's good at. I didn't know this about my son. Turns out he's a good long-distance runner. I didn't know this till we went to a 5-kilometer race on Thanksgiving, last Thanksgiving. It's called a turkey trot. You go 2.5 kilometers that way, turn around 2.5 kilometers this way. We went to the starting line. The guy hit the gun. My son started sprinting. I started jogging behind him. I'm like, what an idiot. He's going to run out of energy. I got to catch up to him, tell him to slow down. Guys, I kept going. I couldn't find him. I started getting worried. I go, what happened? Did they kidnap him? Guys, I was still going in the first direction, getting exhausted. He'd already hit the end, was coming back, still sprinting. He ran past me. He's like, what's up, Daddy? I go, what the hell? I went to the end. I asked my friend, I go, dude, what happened to my son? He goes, dude, out of 150 people, kids and adults, your son took 7th place. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't know that. I didn't know he was such a good long-distance runner. I guess when an Iranian has a kid with an Indian, the kid comes out Kenyan. Did you know that? Scientifically proven. I guarantee you right now there's a Persian dad in the back who got confused at that joke. He's leaning into his daughter. Maz's son is from Kenya? No, Dad, the Kenyans win the marathon. Maz won the marathon? No, he's not running marathons. He's old as shit. Maz is taking a shit? Oh my gosh. I will tell you. Woo. Yeah, no, it's Iranians. We actually are taking over Los Angeles. We own a lot of Los Angeles. I don't know if you've noticed this. We own a lot of buildings in LA. We own a lot of it. Like I have friends in their like mid-20s who own buildings, and I was like, dude, when did you start saving up money in order to buy a building when you're 25? And then I went over to his house and I realized that the father was rich and gave him the building as a gift. Like when he turned 21, the father was like, son, for your birthday, I give you this building for you. Yes, it comes with a lobby and a doorman. It's all yours. An elevator, it's yours. You can have it. When you get married, I'm going to give you a boulevard, the whole boulevard for you. You can rename the Sunset Boulevard Bijan Boulevard. It's a catchy name. It's a catchy name for you, son. We are rich, man. My friends are so rich, you can't even go drinking with them. They just want to keep buying buildings. Like I was at a bar, I swear to God, the guy was ordering a drink. He's like, yeah, let me get a margarita, a strawberry daiquiri, and the building, I take the building, yes. He's like, oh, you want a building too? Okay, make it 2 daiquiris, 2 buildings, one from my cousin. You take our oil, we take your land. Hello.
Maz Jobrani, give him a nice hand. Maz Jobrani.
Okay, I travel a lot. I do stand-up. I travel around the world, and I've been to like the Middle East, and I've been a lot of places. And the worst part of it all is when it comes time to tip, because then there's rules on tipping. Some places you're not supposed to tip because it's an insult. Like, sir, please, you insult me and my family. You know. There are places Sir, I will kill you now. What? Just take the dollar or the dinar or whatever the it is. And I did. And in certain places you don't know how much you're supposed to. I was in Dubai and there was a guy cleaning. This Indian guy would clean our room, and I tipped him the equivalent of like $5. And I think I paid his mortgage. I don't know what. This guy, I'm serious, he was so happy. He wouldn't leave me alone. He started following me around the hotel. So every time I'd leave my room, he would like said, "Would you like me to clean the room again?" I was like, it's like, "You've already cleaned the room, Sanjeev." He's like, "Sir, please, let me do it again. I will do it again." I'd go out, I'd come back, it's like even cleaner. I'm like, "How'd you do it?" "I don't know, sir. I love you. I love you, sir. Please give me another $5.
You know, Iranians and all those people.
What are you trying to say, Kevin?
No, you know, it's unlike America.
You mean
Your family's
Armenians?
Armenians, Turks, Greeks.
Cypriots.
By the way,
Cypriots? No one ever puts them in the mix.
I just got back from Greece. You would not believe all the fraternity houses they have over there. Everywhere you look. Frat house, big party country, big party country. But no, I was going to say that families always, the Greeks and you guys, always seem so close. Big families.
Oh, yeah.
And you think you're a good dad?
I think I'm a good dad, yeah. I bathe the kid.
You bathe the kid too?
Yeah,
Wow.
not always. We got a nanny who
When he's
usually
dirty.
does it. When he's dirty.
Yeah, you have a nanny?
Yeah, we have a nanny too.
Oh, wow, you're doing good.
Yeah. Well,
You're doing good. I have a 3-year-old we were talking about earlier, and I very rarely see him. I saw him get into the limo, I think, the other day. He was surrounded by the staff, so I wasn't sure it was him or not. But he's looking good. He's looking good.
Feel your pain.
And is your son, it's a son?
Yeah, boy, yeah.
And what did you name him?
Dara.
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 Dara the Explorer.
Like Dora the Explorer. Exactly. He's
Nice.
going to get his, there's...
But
yeah.
Dara.
Dara.
So you gave him a girl's name.
Gave him a girl, exactly.
Nice.
It actually means prosperous in Farsi, but in English it means Dora, very close to Dora.
Now, how pissed off would your parents have been if you named him something like Fred?
Well, my parents were my mom actually was a little upset about Dara because of that. She said, people are going to start teasing, even though she's Iranian. She was like, "Why Dara? You could go with like Darius." I was like, "All right," but my wife
Darius
didn't
is
want
kind of gay.
That is kind of gay.
Yeah. Even in Farsi, it's gay. So I'm an older father than you. It's like, it was weird when I had my kid. It's like, here I am having a kid when all my other friends are sending their kids off to rehab already. You know what I mean? So I had my kid wasn't even he was spinning. That's what he did. He was not drinking, but spinning, which is the gateway, I think, to drinking.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
Get dizzy. I wouldn't let him drive the car after spinning around like that. Well, on that, I think we'll end.
Yeah.
Give a nice hand for Maz, ladies and gentlemen.
We celebrate life, man. Now, the reason I was asking about the different ethnicities, this is why. Because anyone who comes from an immigrant background, no matter where you're from, whether it's the Middle East or Asian or Latin America, whatever, anyone that comes from an immigrant background, back me up on this. Immigrant mothers have their own remedies whenever something happens to you. Like when I was losing my hair, my Persian mom, I swear, Maz, you don't need the Rogaine and the Mogaine. Okay, you don't need the cocaine and the mocaine. Cocaine, where'd that come from? Maz, you're losing your hair, Maz. What you do? You take an egg. No matter where you're from, they always want you to use an egg. No matter what happened to you, you can, "Hey mom, I lost an arm." Take an egg. Massage it on your knob. It will grow back. In the form of an omelet, but still, you will have an armlet. Faramas, I was losing my hair. My Persian mom, Maz, take an egg, massage into your hair, add some baking soda, yeast, and butter. Sit for 2 hours. I was desperate. I tried it. Yeah. 2 hours later, I called her back. I go, "Mom, it's a cake." She goes, "Happy birthday!"
It's cool to have kids. It's cool. One thing that having kids does, though, it reminds you you're getting older. Reminds you you're getting older, man. Like, are there any 20-year-olds here in their mid-20s or 20? Yeah, 20s. Yeah. She's. She's such a cool 20-year-old. People clap. She's like this. Yo, yeah. That's right. I'm 20, player. That's right. That's how cool they are. They could do that. I look like an idiot. Hey, man. What's up? 20-year-olds. Do me a favor, 20-year-olds. After the show, just run into a wall. Yeah, full speed, run into a wall. Because you'll heal. You'll heal. That's amazing. You heal. Once you hit 30, you stop healing. Once you hit 30, you start collecting injuries. Oh, it's really sad. It's sad. Like you have stories for them too. I have an Achilles injury from 3 years ago. I got a calf injury from 2 years ago. I got a groin injury from last year. And people go, oh, cool, you're growing. Was that during sex? No, it was during walking. I was just crossing the street. I was like, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Ow! It's a dangerous sport. I must refrain from such activity. I broke my ankle this year. Broke my first time. I've been playing soccer for over 30 years. First time ever broke my ankle. And it sucked because I always had this image that if I broke my ankle playing soccer, it would be something glorious, you know, like in the movies. You know what I'm saying? Like time would be running out. I'd do a bicycle kick, you know, and then I would hear like the crack and go down, and then people would come over and pick me up, and they'd be like, you all right, Maz? I'd be like, did we win? They'd be like, yeah. I'd be like, Adrian, you know. Like Rocky. That's how you are in your head, but reality is nothing close to that. Reality is very pitiful. I was on a field with a bunch of other players, but none of them was within 20 feet of me. How do you break your leg when it's just you and the ball? I have no idea. But somehow I managed to do it. It was so bad. I mean, I got attacked by a ball. That's right, people. I was running, I was like, hey, I got it. I was like, oh, shit. And I went down and I heard the crack. I was like, this is not glamorous. And the problem is when you do something stupid like that and you're laying down on your back, you're very vulnerable. And the first person to come over and talk to you at all about anything, you're gonna listen to. So the first person over was the Mexican referee. He came over, he looked at me, he goes, it's not broken. And I was like, how do you know? He goes, it's not broken. And I'm thinking, wow, this guy's a genius. Has not even touched me. He knows it's not broken. And then he goes, wiggle your toes, wiggle your toes. And at that point, that might be the worst thing to do for a broken ankle. But since he's the only one talking, I was listening to him. You know, he could have been like, do the Macarena, do the Macarena. I would have gotten up and be like, hey, Macarena, ayaw! So he said, he goes, wiggle your toes, wiggle. So I wiggled my toes. He goes, see, it's not broken. I was like, you are a genius, sir. But I'm going to the hospital anyway, just check it out. I got there, they go, it's broken. I'm like, I knew it.